Hi and welcome to my third video blog. Today I'm going to tell you about a fun and interesting topic, that is going out. And by this I don't mean coming out to your family and friends, but going out as your feminine self and enjoying yourself. And I believe this is quite important if you're a transgender individual, because if you're always in the closet and you never go out dressed as a woman, you never really get to experience your new gender role, and you never really get to know how you feel in this new gender role in the context of society and interacting with other people. So I believe this is quite important if you really want to know if transition is something that you want to do at some point. The first question I'd like to discuss is the where and how. That is, where should you go out to and how should you go there? Well, personally, the place I chose to go to is a club to dance. I believe that's a very nice way to interact with people because, well, the activities you perform in a club are relatively simple. You don't really have a complex protocol of what you have to do. And, well, people are there to have fun. They're not there to judge you most of the time. But to make things easier, I chose to go to a gay club. Now this might seem like a bit of a questionable choice. I don't really have any interest in gay men, but it does make things easier because in a gay club people will not be surprised to find transgender individuals, transsexuals or cross-dressers, and they will not judge you. So you're pretty much safe. In fact, if some people decide to make fun of you in a gay club, it's very possible that some of the people that are there will defend you essentially. So that makes things easier. Another thing you might want to consider is that not all gay clubs are equally gay. That is, some clubs are pretty open but not exclusively gay clubs. One of the clubs that I went to is called Unity. It's here in Montreal City, and it's pretty diverse actually. When I went there, I actually met quite a few straight people. One of them even hit on me. Maybe I'll tell you about that one later on. But anyways, going to a gay club might be a nice way of making new friends and expressing yourself and having fun. And well, now the topic of how to go there. Well, I personally advise you to go there with friends because it makes things easier and because you kind of want to have some extra safety. If this is the first time you're going out, you might want to bring friends along just to be more comfortable and to know that someone will be there to take your defense if anything wrong happens. So that's this. And you probably will want to go there in a car directly to the location of the club, for example, because you probably want to avoid public transportation at night because it's not really safe. I have been in public transportation dressed as a girl, and well, I haven't really had anything bad happen, but some guy apparently noticed and he hit me on the shoulder and it wasn't really fun. So anyways, so another important issue when going out is the look, how you're going to present yourself. And well, you might think passability is very important. I would agree in general that passability is quite important. So it's very hard to be treated like a woman when people don't perceive you as one, because they're naturally inclined to treat you as the gender that they perceive you to be. But if you're going out for your first time to an easy place, like a gay club for example, then passability may not be very important. You can get away with not being really perfectly passable and people are not going to judge you. You can still have a lot of fun. But anyways, you should probably do your best. So you should try to learn about makeup. You can do this online. There are a lot of websites that offer makeup tutorials. You can just Google makeup tutorial and you'll find much information about this topic. You should also select clothing that probably makes your silhouette look as feminine as possible. You should pay some attention to the clues that make you look more masculine or more feminine. For example, if you have very wide shoulders like most males do, then you probably want to avoid wearing a top that will expose your shoulders completely, because that will make your shoulders look even wider. It will draw attention to them. So you want to be careful about things like that. You might want to try wearing black because it will make you look slimmer, for example. So you will probably want to pay attention to these things. One important piece of advice I would give you is to avoid overdoing things as much as possible. You want to look natural. You probably don't want to look like a drag queen, because that'll draw too much attention to you, and, well, passable or not, the more attention you get, the more likely people are to notice that you're transgender, and you probably don't want people to notice. So that's something else I have to take into account. So now that you're at the club and you're looking really cute and you're there with your friends, what do you do? Well, from my own experience again, the first time I went to a club to dance, I was actually really shy, and that didn't really help. What did help is that I had a very outgoing friend who wanted to dance with me a lot. So, yeah, she was pretty cute too. So anyways, I had a lot of fun dancing with her, and she kind of pushed me in the back so I would try to be more outgoing. So that helps. But the second time I went out, I did not have this really outgoing friend with me. I had another friend which is not as shy as I am, but still, she wasn't really pushing me to go and be more outgoing. So, well, I had to take some initiative to try and, well, have fun basically, because if you stay in a corner in the club all night, you're not going to have fun. You need to go and dance. So what I did is I decided to drink. I don't usually drink much, and I don't really like the taste of alcohol, but in clubs they usually have some drinks like a mix of vodka and Red Bull, which don't really taste like alcohol, and can help you loosen up basically and have fun. And I don't advise you to overdrink. Maybe you could take one drink and it'll already help you be a little more outgoing, which I believe is important to have fun in the situation, because you're in a club to have fun. You're in a club to interact with people, to explore your new gender role, and it's important that you aren't really completely stuck up the whole night. You want to go and dance, and you don't want to be too shy about the way you're dancing. You don't want to go, oh, I'm a bad dancer, because you really know that in a club there's going to be lots of lights blinking and a really, really loud sound. And it doesn't matter, because people aren't really looking at the way you're dancing. They're having fun, they're enjoying themselves. And well, maybe you want to interact with people too. Maybe some people will ask you to dance with them. Or maybe you are outgoing enough to ask them to dance with you. And if that's the case, well, don't be shy. Accept to dance with people if you find them attractive, if you feel like doing it. And don't be too shy about your voice either. In a club the music is so loud, people will not be able to tell at all if your voice is really masculine. So you don't have to be shy about that either. So that's it. Go out and have fun and explore your new gender identity.